What's going on, AWGFAM? Welcome back to the channel. So today I got some heavy duty country, and this one is 93-year-old veteran reacts to America's chaos. I wanted to get to this one. Like I said, I lost my headset and I've had some house stuff been needing to take care of, so been busy doing that. If you guys haven't caught up, now, I do want to give a shout out to Derek, say thank you for the donation, brother. I really appreciate it. And I have to give another shout out to my other Derek for sending me the package. I'm going to be doing a reaction. I'm going to be doing an unboxing for you, brother. So I appreciate the package. I did get it, I think it was last week that I went and picked the package up. So I will be getting around to be doing a video for that. But yeah, look forward to that stuff, and let's go ahead and jump into this. And before we do, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys are coming back, checking out the channel. I should be posting pretty much daily, other than if I've got stuff going on, which, if you guys don't know, my plate's pretty full right now. So I'm going to make sure to be trying to keep up on at least getting you guys out some daily videos. Maybe more than one. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this.
What's going on, everybody? Chief of the Rednecks, back in the house. So I have a really cool show for y'all today. I'm introducing y'all to a little bit of what I grew up with and the type of people who raised me. And somebody who had a huge influence on my life was my grandpa on my mom's side. He was the one who was the prisoner of war in World War II from the ages of 18 to 21. He died when I was...
Now, before we even go into that, look, my heart goes out to you. Thank you, sir, for what you did, and especially being a prisoner of war during World War II, man. Salute to you, sir. Thank you so much for what you did, and especially to all of our vets out there now, including the ones that are serving. Thank you guys so much. You guys, I can't be doing what I do without you guys doing what you're doing. So, of course, as always, thank you so much. From my entire heart, fuck the bottom, my entire heart goes out to you guys. Thank you. You guys are the ones who keep this dream alive, and you guys will be in my position one day. You'll be out. You'll be looking for a future. And if you guys decide to do YouTube, hit me up, and I'll make sure to be pushing your content as much as I can. So thank you again, and let's jump back into it.
3 years old, but my family tells me stories about him all the time that really inspire me. But another person who I look up to just as much is my grandpa on my dad's side. And so what I have for y'all today is a conversation between me and him talking about what is going on in America right now and how it was different when he was my age. I mean, really the point of all of this is you've got people that are 65, 55, talking on the news, making some sense. And then you have people my age on the news and in the streets who are making no sense whatsoever. So I think it's super important for us to have a different generation's opinion on what is going on in America. Why are people doing the things that they're doing? Why is it that people are so hated for what they believe in nowadays? What you're about to listen to is the wisdom of a 93-year-old man who's lived life, who's been through all of it. I hope y'all enjoy it. So Grandpa, I wanted you to come on my show mainly because, I have a tremendous respect for you, your life, and, what you've been through, as well as, just getting a different generation's perspective on what's going on in the world right now, kind of how it was different, when you were my age. I guess the first question I have for you is, how old are you?
93.
93 years old. All right. You're a veteran. You were in the Navy. So clearly the American flag and the respect for military and law enforcement is clearly important to you.
Real good. Real important.
So what do you think about the people who are going to protests and burning the American flag?
Terrible, terrible. I really feel nothing has hold them in here. In fact, that's one of the things in this country, you can go and do as you please.
Yeah.
Now, you don't get that chance in other countries. If they were treated like that in other countries, they'd be beheaded.
Right.
Or something, or shot or something like that.
Right.
So I think that, if they don't like this country, there's nothing that's got them tied here. Go someplace else. Go to another country.
Yeah.
Why are all these people coming to our country?
I'm going to pause it right there. It's a great place to stop. He's right. You don't like it here. You're not stuck here. Get the fuck out. I've said it many times. You don't like it here? Then get the fuck out. We don't need you here. There are plenty of other people from other countries that would like to take your place and be a productive member of our society and become part of our communities. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to bitch about how it's not fair. Well, these people who are coming in aren't sitting here saying it ain't fair. They're sitting here saying that they're coming from what's unfair. So, I don't know what you mean, what's not fair. Our Constitution makes it fair. So, what's not fair? Where is it that it's not fair? Look, we have every opportunity to become something. We do. That's on you, the individual, to do it. You don't want to sacrifice sleep? Well, guess what? You ain't going to end anywhere you want to be. You're not. Look, if you want to be there, you're going to make it. You're going to make it so. That fucking simple. The dream ain't being stolen from you. You are stealing the dream from yourself.
I mean, from Mexico, from Italy, from Spain, they're coming here.
Right.
Why? If their country is so good.
I think that's a good point, but on the other hand, kind of what you were saying is, all these people who are burning the flag, who are disrespecting, really kind of what our country was built on.
Yes.
If it's really that bad, people wouldn't want to move here.
That's right.
I think you're going to find this pretty funny, but a lot of people who are white and on the left feel like they have to apologize for their skin color. So people are saying that just because you're white, you're considered racist, or you have a different set of privilege just because the color of your skin. What do you think about that?
No, that's not right. I played sports against them when I was in high school, when I was in college, and they were sitting right next to me in class, and I didn't have anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
I didn't disrespect them for their skin color.
Right.
But they had their way of living, and I have mine. So
what about people saying that white people are racist just because of their skin color?
I don't believe it. If they're racist, first off, they don't know what they're talking about. Where have they been that the racist has actually, been the big thing? And you see them, crowds and crowds of people. Why aren't they out working? Rather than protesting now, somebody's got to be backing these people, I think, in order to protest.
Well, I think it's a perfect storm with coronavirus and, how many people are on unemployment. It's kind of created a perfect storm for people to go out and just...
I'm going to pause it there and hit on what he said previously, and it's true. It's something that I say all the time. How are you out here protesting in the middle of the day? I got to be at work. I'm a weekend protester. I can't protest during the regular week. That's the work week. I'm at work. I gotta make a paycheck. I got bills to pay. That's all. I agree. They have to be getting funded by somebody else, because unless they're living at home with mommy and daddy, I don't know how you're affording living in an apartment or living in a rental house somewhere. You're not working. How are you able to afford that? I'm just saying, that's not right to me. Y'all are out here doing stupid shit while I have to work. I'm doing videos. I'm doing my YouTube channel. I'm putting in the work. Put in the work and you'll get somewhere. God damn. I don't know when y'all motherfuckers gonna understand that shit. Put in the work and you'll get somewhere. You are the destruction of your own fucking dreams.
Completely destroy a city created a perfect storm for people to go out and just completely destroy a city, and
that's terrible.
Go eat a steak dinner afterwards at home. It's ridiculous. I want to know. I mean, what was it like when you were my age growing up? I mean, did people disrespect their president? Did people, loot and steal?
No. In fact, the fellows that I grew up with, well, naturally, all the World War II veterans and so forth, and in my hometown, I think the population was probably around 12,000 people. But the big thing there was on Friday nights, we could all go to the VFW or the American Legion and party and dance and play cards and had a time. And we never talked down our country. The guys that come home from the service, sure, naturally, most fellas, unless you really get them cornered, they don't like to talk about the bad stuff that they had to go through while they're in the service.
Well, I think that's a good point you brought up. I've talked a lot about how I'm part of a military family, and I think what a lot of people don't get is, people don't come home from war and just talk about it all day long.
No.
So they really don't understand what people have gone through. And a point that I just want to bring up is, all the hate of the police right now. It's just kind of crazy when you think about when the World Trade Centers went down.
Yeah.
Or, all the times where, law enforcement and firefighters and policemen were so crucial to people's safety. Now that nothing's really happening or everything's happening on the homeland, it's like, oh no, we don't need them. Would that have ever happened when you were younger and growing up?
No. We had respect for, if he was a policeman or fireman or anything like that worked for the government, he was respected just like you and I are, just like our next door neighbors. Nobody was out to create any problems against somebody. It was just, we're all in this country. Let's live. Life is too short to try to shoot people down or burn the American flag. I think that's the worst thing they could ever do.
When you show that,
and I'm gonna pause it right there, because that right there is the big difference between the time gap for generations. Respect. You want to know what's been lost? Respect has been lost. Respect for each other. Respect for life. That's what's been lost. You're talking about men who went and fought wars. They respected life. They respect each other. Oh, why is that so hard to have now? Why is it so hard to respect each other? That's what's been lost. Look, my children know respect. They know you do not disrespect an adult. They know what that's severe punishment. You disrespect an adult in my household, severe punishment. Absolutely not. That does not go without punishment in my home. So that's one thing that has been lost. Teaching your kids to respect adults. It ain't that hard to respect an adult. It's not. And it ain't that hard to respect an authoritative position. A person who has the authority to make the calls that they're making. You get your day in court. And I say that all the time. You'll get your day in court if they are wrong.
Of a disrespect to burn the American flag that so many people, including you, have fought for. It's just they should get a one-way ticket out of the U.S.
It really hurts when I see people like that. 10% of our population is still veterans. And a lot of them are my age and even a few years older. I don't know. I think I look better than a lot of them, but
you sure do.
Some of them have really been through the war in comparison to me. They respected each other.
I want to share with y'all one more story that my grandpa has told me before. Can you tell us about the atomic bomb experiments?
Sure. Harry Truman was the one that put the two off that ended the war. At the end of the war, when they set these atomics off that I was in, one on Bikini Then the second and third one is out in the Marshall Islands. Had 10,000 of us in the Marshall Islands, and the first, I think, went off on Kwajalein, and they had this atomic bomb up on a steel tower.
Yeah.
And everybody on the ship had real dark sunglasses on them. You could hold them up to the sun, you couldn't even see the sun. They were that dark.
Wow.
And then they had the countdown of when the bomb was going off. And when it went off, they had everybody sitting on the deck or sitting in a chair someplace with your head down between your legs. Finally, they said, okay, you could look. Now when you looked, just a few seconds later, you felt that big blast of heat hit you.
Yeah.
And we were 2.5 miles away. And then you heard all that noise from that thing and the big cloud coming up. This news reporter was flying around, come visit us after the bombs went off, and later on, he put us on the radio, and he said, oh, there's 10,000 men out there in the Marshall Islands, and they just set off 2 atom bombs, and all 10,000 are going to be sterile for the rest of their life.
And you had 5 kids.
And I had 5 sons.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I could walk in there and nothing happened to me.
Oh, man. Grandpa, I really appreciate you sitting down with me. I love you, and thank you.
No, you're welcome.
I love that. I love interviews like that. I love our old school vets, man. Those guys, something that I always tell any veteran who came before me is, you know, I say thank you, and I also say without your time, I never would have had mine. So, you know, and that's one of the truest things I can tell another vet is, you know, thank you, and, you know, without your time, I never would have had mine. So, you know, I always say thank you, and I do appreciate my vets who came before me, because it is the truest, that's the truest statement there is. Without their time, I never would have had my time. So, always, thank you to my vets. You know, thank you so much, because you guys were the ones who led the way for me to become, you know, a soldier myself and become part of that brotherhood. So, thank you guys. From the bottom of my heart, the top of my heart, all of my heart, thank you. But no, I love these videos, guys. These videos are awesome. I especially love Heavy Duty Country. He keeps it 100% real. Always have the race baiters chasing him. So they love to come into my comment section too. Hey, come on, bring it on. Tell me I'm a racist. Go on. I'm ready for it. I'll just keep baiting it like I did last time. Pump my views on my video up. Which that video ended up, that's one of my top videos right now. So, but, as always, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Love my AWGFAM and my XMCFAM. I'm out.